I'm Sarah.
And I'm Amanda.
Welcome back to Take 10 with EnviroCleanse.
We're doing a new spin on Take 10. Instead of doing 10 minutes talking about different topics, we're actually going to take 10 minutes to interview top expert guests that are going to give us enlightening information on certain topics. And it's going to be really fun, so stay tuned. And our first guest is going to be Maggie Berghoff.
Yep, and I know a lot of you guys have asked for this segment to talk to some of the people that have recommended our products and that are really experts in the field. And so this is for you guys. If you have any recommendations or suggestions or requests for people that you want us to talk to in the future, let us know in the comments and we will look into setting that up for you.
Yeah. Now stay tuned for Maggie Berghoff. She's a functional medicine expert. Thanks for joining us, Maggie. We're really big fans of you here at EnviroCleanse. Can you kind of let everyone know who you are, what you do?
Yeah, so my name's Maggie Berghoff. I'm a functional medicine practitioner. I actually practice peak performance with my clients. So we're all about how to optimize their body fully, and a big portion of that comes to environmental optimization as well, which is where EnviroCleanse really comes in hand.
So we really loved your work in the 6 things that are keeping you sick. And we know you normally charge for expert advice, but would you mind elaborating on this just a little bit, giving a sneak peek?
So the 6 things that are keeping you sick is really the first foundation with working with me. It's the environmental optimization, which I believe if your environment is not conducive to healing and staying well, you will not heal and stay well. So it's really the first thing that we start looking at. The 6 things are air, water, light, sound, EMF, electromagnetic frequencies, and food. And each one of those is broken down into many, many, many categories. And we talk about every little detail specific to the person within those categories on how to really, really optimize their living environment.
So you mentioned air quality as one of the important components to keeping you sick. How important is air quality, and particularly when combating certain illnesses?
Yeah, it's huge. So air is just as important as the food that you're eating. Air, you're breathing it in, it's going into your lungs through your whole body. It supplies nutrients to your body, not just oxygen, but amino acids, fatty acids, like everything that is beneficial for your body. And it also can provide negative things for your body. So if you're breathing in a lot of toxins and allergens and dust and chemicals, even off-gassing from countertops or furniture or paint on the walls, all this stuff that you breathe in can either hurt you or help you, just like food. And it is just as important to look at than your food quality or your water quality or any other thing in that matter. So air is just absolutely critical to healing your body and staying well long-term.
So if we could ask a quick suggestion, what do you suggest people implement in their lives to improve their indoor air quality? For example, I'm about to move into a new construction home, and I know that there's a lot of chemicals and off-gassing involved in that, from the drywall to the paint to the appliances to the granite they just put in. So what's the best way to combat that, or just everyday odors in any house?
Yeah, so 3 things I would say is clean air. So keeping the air clean, and we do that through cleaning the home often. So we want to make sure, especially if we have carpet, we're sweeping the floors, we're dusting, we're getting those picture frames every so often. You know how fresh and awesome it feels when you spring clean your house, or if you have somebody come in and clean your house. It should feel like that really every day. You should be breathing clean air every day. So keeping it clean in that sense, and then also through cleaning out the actual molecules in the air through the EnviroCleanse unit is what I use with my clients. And that just really sucks up all the bad and puts out the good. So it's actually not just, cleaning like we would dust the countertop. It's actually breaking down and killing the bad things so that it never comes back and it's not in your air again, and it just gets rid of it. And it helps get things that we can't get with a washcloth, like off-gassing. I mentioned from paints, you moving into a new construction zone site, all that new build and off-gassing from all those items and paints and furnitures, all of that can be sucked up by the EnviroCleanse units, and we can't clean that otherwise. It's impossible to clean something like that. So that's why I really encourage that. So making sure your air is clean, and then making sure your air is circulated. So opening the windows and letting old stagnant air out and new fresh charged air in is very important. The EnviroCleanse also kind of does this in a sense where it takes the old and puts in the new. but really making sure you open the windows and get that old carbon dioxide, stagnant air out and get the new circulated clean air inside your home. And then just making sure that you have fresh air to breathe on a daily basis. So that's really the first step, is just clean up your environment. So look through every one of those 6 things: the air, the water, light, sound, EMF, food. Clean up your environment.
Do you mind sharing with the viewers how they can connect with you for additional information?
You can always reach out to me at maggieberghoff.com, and that's just my name, Maggie Berghoff. You guys, I'm sure will have it spelled on here. And there's a contact page there, or you can even apply for a consultation, and I'd be happy to hear about what's going on in your life and how I may be able to help you.
Perfect. And Maggie, you're so great. We know there's far more than the 6 things. Like you were saying, you kind of cover everything, but that's a really great way to introduce the audience to your work and the great things you're doing. So we appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And
well, I do love your product. Every one of my clients has it in their house, in their office. It's really a game changer.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
Great. You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. So that was a really great interview with Maggie that we just finished.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to remind you guys that there's a link down below with the
6 things that are keeping you sick. So click that link to get more information from Maggie. It's awesome information, so you really want to take a look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have any questions, you can send her an email. Her email is below as well, or you can reach out to us.
Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for our next episode.
Yep, make sure that you comment people that you want us to talk to in the future. And the next guest is coming sooner than you think, so look out.
Bye.
Bye.